Y'all think you're really saying something, but you're saying nothing. I'm a ticking time bomb, don't push my buttons. Better cause me to blow, better than before. I'm a bad bitch, slamming down the door. I'm that bitch stepping out, kinda like those, looking better than you hoes. You wanna go toe to toe, bitch? Here I go. I'm a real G, bitch, you girl to see. I bury you hoes like 1, 2, 3. Bitch, what you got? I keep bankrolls, and my flow is always on the go. It'll never stop. I'ma keep on spitting till I reach the top. Drinking you hoes like a can of pop. I'm a grown bitch, I come from nothing. Toasting you hoes like English muffins. You talking out your mouth, but you saying nothing. Bitches don't do shit, just bluffing. Broke ass niggas got nothing. Always talking shit, but doing nothing. Y'all think you're really saying something, but you're saying nothing. I'm a ticking time bomb, don't push my buttons. Better cause me to blow, better than before. I'm a bad bitch, slamming down the door. I'm that bitch stepping out, kinda like those, looking better than you hoes. You wanna go toe to toe, bitch? Here I go. I'm a real G, bitch, you girl to see. I bury you hoes like 1, 2, 3. Bitch, what you got? I keep bankrolls, and my flow is always on the go. It'll never stop. I'ma keep on spitting till I reach the top. Drinking you hoes like a can of pop. I'm a grown bitch, I come from nothing. Toasting you hoes like English muffins. You talking out your mouth, but you saying nothing. Bitches don't do shit, just bluffing. Broke ass niggas got nothing. Always talking shit, but doing nothing. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all already know I just planned some shit today. You know what I mean? Just some shit I put together. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Bitch. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? I know I'm no rapper, but hey, I could put some shit together anyway. Anyway, before we get started, I want to thank my Visor Kings, my Visor Queens, and my Visor Honeys. Like, share, tell people about my channel and shit like that. Y'all already know. I get a little cray cray over here. I get a little cray cray over here. But listen, I know y'all probably gonna clown me about the song or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I put another one up, and y'all already heard that one too. I'm pretty sure. So anyway, like I said, I like to have fun with my channel and shit like that, and I like to do different things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We like to do different things with our channel. So anyway, y'all, getting on tonight's topic. About the doctors and all of that stuff, and paying for their extravagant lifestyle. Now come on, y'all already know. Okay, now if you go to the doctors and you tell the doctor you're not feeling well or whatever, 9 times out of 10 that doctor is going to prescribe you some type of medicine. Now that medicine, okay, that when that doctor write that prescription for you to get that medicine, he's getting paid and the pharmaceuticals are getting paid. What's going to happen is you're going to take that medicine, you're going to take it, okay? As soon as you run out, you're in and it has another refill or 2 refills, you're going to go back and you're going to get some more medicine, because the doctor's job is not to make you feel better, it's to make you feel worse. Because if you feel that you're not feeling well, and you tell the doctor, you know what I mean? That's keeping him fed. That's keeping him in those new cars and those expensive vacation homes and stuff like that. Think about it. If everybody felt good, would the doctors even be able to afford those lavish vacations and those trips to Rome's and all of that? Hell no. Hell no. Their job is not to make you feel better. Their job is to make you feel sick. You know what I mean? And or make you think that you're sick. And you may not even be sick. You may not even be sick. Now, I'm not saying, some people, they may do feel sick or whatever, but I'm saying sometimes you might have just a small cold or something like that, and you may be congested or whatever, and you go to the doctors, you go to the hospital or something like that. First thing they're going to say, oh my God, you got COVID. But that may not even be the case. And then they want to give you all of this medication. Then you got to take it to the pharmaceuticals because they're going to get paid. The doctor's going to get paid and all of that. So to me, it just seems like everybody, this whole world seems like it's just built on dollars and cents. You know what I mean? If it's not making any type of money, any type of dollars, it's just not making sense, because it just seems like nowadays that this is what this world is built on. It's built on money. And it's even like that in churches. It's built around money. You know what I mean? But it's also built on a person's um um the way a person's feel and stuff like that. That's how I see it anyway. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. And I know y'all probably don't know what I'm talking. Y'all probably think, oh well, she don't know what she's talking about. But yes, I do. I know what I'm talking about because every time a person gets sick and they go to the hospital, you know, and they say, well, you know what, I'm not feeling well. Okay, the doctor say, okay, well, you're not feeling well. So what happened? Why do you? Okay, so I'm gonna subscribe this medicine for you, and I want you to take it. But meanwhile, some of that medicine, you don't know if that's something that we're getting addicted to. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it could be medicine that the doctor's subscribing to you that's going to you're going to get addicted to it, and you're gonna have to keep on, because as soon as you run out of your medicine, you're gonna be running either back to the pharmacist, or you're gonna be running to the doctor for a new subscription. And there may not even be nothing wrong with you. There may not be nothing wrong with you. If you check out those pill bottles that you get from the doctors and stuff like that, at the bottom it has a price. Now, can you imagine, for like 50 pills, you may that bottle right there alone might cost about $200-300 just for that. You know what I mean? And then you got to go back and they say, okay, we're going to refill this 4 times. So time that out and think about all the people in the world that has subscriptions and little pill bottles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's not the doctor's job to make you feel better, because if you felt better, where would they be? They would be without a job. They wouldn't be able to afford those vacation homes. They wouldn't be able to put their kids through college. You know what I mean? you know so, like I said tonight, are we paying for the doctor's extravagant lifestyle? And I think we are, because if everybody felt better, the doctor would probably be standing in the unemployment line, or the doctor would have to go get a Burger King or McDonald's job or something like that. You know what I mean? Because he would be out of a job, because they know that they go to medical school and spend all that time and this and that and there, da, da, da. Okay, we get that, but you know my thing is that if you believe, and this is just me, if you believe that you're sick, and you feel that, like, it's almost like the doctor say, well, you know what, you're gonna expire in 6 months. You start believing that. You start believing that, but you're not believing in the higher power of God. You know what I mean? If you stop putting your faith in man and put yourself in God, believe in God. God can heal you. You know what I mean? But we don't give it a chance, because once we get bad news like that, we kind of make our own self sick. Well, yeah, I guess I am gonna die. The doctor said he's giving me 6 months, and I'm not really feeling too well, and this and that. And then doctor said, well, you know what? Yeah, yeah, there's nothing more that we can do, this and that. But that's only because you made yourself sick. You tricked to your body. You can make yourself sick just by tricking your body into believing that it is sick, and when it really isn't. That's all. You know what I mean? And I know some of y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, Tori, it's about time. It is about time. Yeah, yeah. Listen, y'all, like I said, y'all already know, when I come to you, I come to you with raw shit. I come to you with raw shit, you know, and like I said, we put our own self in bad health. We do, because we believe things that the doctor tells us. And our mind will play tricks on us. You know what I mean? Our mind will say, you know what, you are sick, and you're not feeling well, and then you tell the doctor, I'm not really feeling that well. I don't know what's going on with me. Well, then the doctor, what he's going to do is he's going to prescribe all this expensive medicine. You're not going to really know, because your thing is, okay, I need to get my medicine. I need to go to the pharmacist. I need to go to the pharmacist. I need to get my medicine that the doctor subscribed for me, and then I'm gonna take that, and then hopefully I'll feel better. And then, because that's what your mind is playing tricks on you and stuff. Whatever's in that medicine that the doctor's giving you, it's an addiction. So soon as that medicine runs out, you're gonna be like, okay, I got another refill left. All right, okay, so let me go ahead and fill this. All right, now I'm good. I got my medicine. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, I feel so good. Ooh, I feel real good now. Okay, now soon as that comes back around again, and you need to go get another refill, you're gonna be like, all right, damn. Okay, I got one more refill left. Let me reach out to my doctor, because shit, I need a new subscription. I need a new subscription. Now all of a sudden, now the doctor know, now he done got you hooked on it. That means the pharmaceutical is gonna get paid, and he gonna get paid because he was the one that wrote you the subscription. You know what I mean? You know, because what it is just a mind game. If you make your body sick, it will be sick. But if you say to yourself, you know what, I believe in a higher power. I believe that God got my back, and I believe that as long as I stay fast to Him, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right, because some of these doctors, they think they're God anyway. They do. They think they're God anyway, and then they trick somebody to believe, well, you know what, you only gonna have just a few months to live. And if you say, you know what, doctor, you don't know what you're talking about, because that's not what my mighty God is saying. And I trust Him. I trust no man. You know what I mean? So 9 times out of 10, sometimes, and I'm not saying, you know what I mean, but sometimes that medicine could do something to your body, just so you can check out. As soon as you check out, what does the doc, well, you know what, I gave him a couple of, well, what was in that medicine? What was in that medicine? See, we don't ask questions like that. We just go ahead and we take our medicine, but we don't know what's in that medicine. We don't know if it's an addiction in there that's gonna really, like, just keep on, and we gonna need it. Yeah, the more we take it, it's going to do more damage to our bodies, because that's what's going to keep them in business. That's what's going to keep the pharmaceuticals in business, and that's what's going to keep the doctors in business. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, the side effects alone. Y'all know, y'all see those commercials on TV, and it's like, okay, this medicine contains, if you're feeling dizziness, if you're feeling jittery, if you got blurred vision, if you got sore throats, if you got jaundice, what? Wait a minute. I'm not taking none of this stuff if that's what's going to, you know, the side effects is the worst part. The side effects to me, it alone will make me be like, nah, oh hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, because the side effects can be really, really bad. You know what I mean? And Miss Lakers, you are right. The medicine gets more side effects. Yeah, right. It starts because you get addicted to it. You get addicted to it. You know what I mean? And that's what it is and stuff. And then after a while, it feels like our bodies, our whole being is tricked into believing that we need that medicine. We need that medicine, just like that doctor saying, okay, now I need this dream house, or I need this boat, or I need this, or I need that. And that's what's keeping him in business. That's what's keeping the pharmaceuticals in business, because they're playing off of you. They're playing off of, oh, okay, you're saying that you're sick. So I'm going to make you believe. I'm going to trick your body into thinking that it's sick when it's really not. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. We're so gung ho. Like I said, we're so gung ho on just saying, you know what, it is what it is. If I'm gonna check out, then I'm just gonna go ahead and check out. You know what I mean? Then you start preparing for, for the, the funeral and the services and this and that and stuff. But meanwhile, you're still taking that medicine that the doctor prescribed to you, but you're not doing nothing but getting sicker and sicker. And it's like, well, geez, why is my body shutting down like that? Just a couple of days, I did feel a little bit better. Now all of a sudden, it's like now, the things that I used to do, I can't do anymore. But yet I'm still taking this medicine and I'm going to my doctor, and the doctor's like, what? You know what? There's nothing else we could do. We did everything we could. Now, that you're done here. You know. So then you start. Your body starts thinking like, well, you know what? Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to check on out. And 9 times out of 10, that person probably does check out. You know, because now the body done, the mind done tricked it so bad that it's like, okay, now I truly believe that, you know what, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go ahead and die because the doctor only gave me this amount of time to live, and I already know now that I already know. And then you make your own self sick on top of that. You make your body sick on top of that, believing that it's going to die. But if you have faith in God and say, you know what, God, I know this is not what you want. I'm gonna hold fast to you, and I need you to heal my body because I'm covered in your blood. I believe in you. I don't believe in man. I put my trust and I put my faith in you. You know what I mean? That's all. Hey. So yeah. Um, I'm gonna drop this link, y'all, because it's something else I want to talk about right now. Y'all probably think I'm crazy when I say this, but it's true. Okay, now check this out. I hope YouTube don't come at me and stuff, but this is play. This is fun. Okay, so YouTube, don't come at me. Don't come at me. But I want to create a sector called the food stamp sector. And what I mean by that is, what I want to do is I want to get a whole bunch of food, and I want to create a website that you be able to use your EBT card to buy food from that site. And if you want to sell your food stamps, if you want to sell your food stamps, it would be somewhere on there where you would be able to cash out your food stamps. Let's say if you go in and say, well, you know what, I want to sell $30 of my food stamps. So what you would do is you would put your card number in there, and then you would put the amount on how much you want to sell your food stamps for. And then what would happen is, once the transaction goes through, then the money would be on your card. But you also have the opportunity to purchase food as well. So say if there's baby diapers or formulas or any types of stuff on there and stuff like that, and say, you know what, I want to use my EBT card to buy this, to buy that, to buy this, to buy that. Just like any other regular website, they would bag it up, or they would box it up, and they would ship it to you. You know. So I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? I wonder if anybody ever thought about doing that, having a food stamp sector, and it would just be for the people that holds the food stamp cards. No one else. You know what I mean? It would be like a group of people. It would be like a group of people, and it'd be men too. I'm not gonna leave the men out. Men can join too, because as long as they hold that EBT card, they would be able to purchase food on the site, and they would also be able to use their EBT cards. You know what I mean? And if it, like I said, and if they want to sell some of their food stamps, they can. They just have to put down the amount that they want to give away. Well, not give away, but that they want to sell. You know what I mean? And then the site would take care of everything behind the scenes and stuff like that. And then you would get that money directly on your card. You know, and then the deduction will come out of your food stamps because you sold some. You know what I mean? So I think that would be kind of cool, though. Yep, make a food stamp sector. Miss Lakers.
And I think the FBI would be knocking at your door.
That's what I said. I said no, no. I said this is just for play. This is for play.
Hold on,
Because
look, sign me up. Sign me up. I want to buy some stamps. I want to
Right,
buy
exactly.
some
But you know what, Miss Lake, because I've been down these YouTube streets and I've been hearing people talking about, I want to sell my food stamp. I want to sell. Does anybody want to buy the food stamp? So you know what?
girl. Hold up, listen. These
What if
doggone
there's a sector called the food stamp sector?
no, that's every sector. Look, but these virus stamps out here, they give these people so many stamps. Everybody sells stamps, man. I mean, like the stamps is plentiful when you go to the grocery store,
Mm.
and
Oh
then they give
wow.
them extra ones at the man. I'm not gonna
They give
incriminate
them
myself, but
extras
listen,
at the end of the
yeah, yeah,
month.
they get like end of the month, you get some extra stamps. Girl, please, it's so many
What?
people got stamps for sale. I can't even say the last time I spent
You
cash at
know,
the grocery
I
store.
think that would be a good idea though, just to have.
It
I'm
will.
pretty sure it would have to get approved, but for people that wanna sell their food stamps on online, and it would just be just like a regular business. You would go into the site, you would shop for food, and then they would box it up, and then they would be able to ship it to you. Or if you want to trade in your stamps, you could just put down how much you want to sell.
Girl, please. That site would be that channel would be
It'd
jumping
be
like a
closed
bug.
down, huh? It'll be closed
Girl,
down, right?
we have
It'll
like
be,
2-3 million subscribers on that channel,
I
girl.
know, right?
People, people
And it would
selling
just
and
be a
people buying.
section, right? And you know what? And it would be a section for just all the people that hold the cards. It wouldn't be
Okay, so
nobody.
where the people that supposed to buy the car? Where we supposed to be at?
Well, see, those are the. See, you guys will come in to as as like buyers. You guys would be the buyers. You know what I mean? Like it would be a separate group of just the people that holds those cards, and then you guys as the buyers would come in and and buy whatever you need to buy, how much food stamps or whatever. The prices would be like 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. But
And then it would be somebody that
I don't
actually
know
holds the
why they
card.
don't. I don't know why. You know what? No matter first they had what paper stamps. No matter what you do in the car was to stop people from selling stamps. There's no way you gonna stop people from hustling those stamps. I mean, like no
Right,
matter
right.
what, I don't
I
care
was
what
just
you
kind of
make up.
right. You know me with my crazy, but
Yeah,
I was
I
just
know.
I was
Yeah,
just
I
kind
know
of
what you're saying though, but that would be neat because, and I don't know why. I mean, like it would be legal though because you ain't supposed to. But listen, they no matter what program you make up, they not going to be able to stop people ever from selling food stamps. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
And then
exactly.
like I know in some states where the price of living is high. I know it's not up here in your state, my state, and not up north up here. But like in California, I don't know if it's like that in Arizona, but they can go to McDonald's, Burger King, out to restaurants. They can buy anything on their food stamp card, as long as it's food, whether it's cooked already, you know what I'm saying, at a restaurant or not. You can't do
Oh
that
wow,
north.
okay.
Yeah. When I saw that, I read it somewhere and I was like, wow. And the states are trying to stop it because they was like it's not fair to people that don't get food stamps and have to spend their money on stuff. But I'm like, it don't make a difference because like people that don't get stamps, you still got to spend your money at the grocery store. Y'all don't stop them from going in the grocery store, but they want to stop them from being able to go into restaurants and getting pre-made, prepared food with the stamps though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right. So I was like, you know what? I said, I wonder. I've never heard of anybody creating the food stamp sector on YouTube. So I was like, I'm just gonna kind of run that by my show tonight and see see what people say.
Girl, yeah,
Like
that would
this girl is crazy.
if they found a way to do a site like that and do it under, like behind the scenes where like couldn't nobody find out like who was the person actually selling them. But you could you just never had idea. You could did that if listen if you know how you could actually do it and get away with it if you actually went grocery shopping online. You know what I'm saying? Then
Right,
that way you pay for the groceries online, then they deliver to your house.
right,
And
right.
that
That's
way
what I was saying in the store.
somebody
I would have right.
listen,
It
yeah,
would be a
somebody
website where you would actually be able to go in to buy food. You would be able to buy the food with your
right, right. That would be so
EBT
raw because
card,
then that
and then
person
they would box it up and ship it just like any other service. And then if you decided that you wanted to sell your stamps,
mhm,
you would come in as a buyer,
And by look what you
I
and
would
this how
come
you
in as
can
the
do it and get
seller,
away
and
with
then
it.
you would be able to purchase the stamps. I mean,
Right. No, no,
buy
no.
the.
You wouldn't even like this how you can do it and probably get away with it. You wouldn't even actually like transfer the stamps to another person. What the person would do that wants to have you pay for they will go grocery shopping on the site, right? And then
Yep.
the person with the EBT card would pay for now before okay, they would pay for the stamp. I mean pay for the groceries with their food stamps, right? But before
Right.
those groceries are delivered to the person who is receiving that's buying the stamps, but actually, they don't have the EBT card, they would have to
Right.
cash up, or you had not even cash up, but some form of way where they would transfer the cash to the person without you knowing the person name or anything. You know what I'm saying? Transfer the money to that person account, or some account to like PayPal or something like that.
Right, but
You
you know
transfer
what, Miss
the
Lakers,
money.
I talked to this girl and she told me because she get stamps. She told me she said in her card she get food stamps and cash, so the cash would go directly on the card.
Well, however you can do it though, it could be done without getting in trouble if no one ever put they name like on it and they never actually transfer money from their card to somebody else's hand. You know what I'm saying? If they went on this site and pay for that person groceries, if they want to pay for that person groceries, and then that site do not deliver those groceries to
Right,
that person,
until everything
transfer
is
that
clear.
money to them. Yeah, transfer
Right,
them that
right,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, and
Right,
then
because
once they
somebody
pay
can come in
for it,
and use
yeah,
their
that'll be
card.
raw.
Right, right. Because somebody
Right,
can come in and use their card. So when they use their card and they say, okay, well, I'm gonna use my EBT card because I'm gonna purchase this, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, and then I'm gonna put
right.
my EBT card number in, and then next you know, the order's already complete. Now, if somebody want to come in and want to sell their stamps, now it's gonna be a spot where how much you want to sell your stamps for, and then they would put their information in and say how much they
Well, you
want
wouldn't
to
even you wouldn't even say you're gonna do so to make it legal where you wouldn't say that you was like how much groceries do you want to buy? You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
And like you
exactly. I
say,
mean, I would
okay,
be
well,
like, right, right. Okay, you want to buy
yeah,
$50 worth of groceries? You want to buy $20
if
worth of
that's the
groceries?
person,
All right,
right?
gotcha.
And this person said the person that's selling the stamps was like, well, I want to buy they gonna give you $50, but you only gonna get them 25. You know what I'm saying? Or a
Right,
hundred,
right,
give them
yeah,
50. You know how I go. Okay, so the person with the EBT was like, well, I want to buy. What they not actually buying groceries. This how the site would be. This how it would work.
right. I
Listen,
know what you're talking about. I know they would
yeah,
actually
they would.
be buying it.
Right, they actually
They wouldn't
buying it,
actually
but
be
they
buying
buying
it,
it to
but they would be
sell
like,
it.
yeah,
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
want to buy $100 worth of groceries. Okay, no problem.
Right, right. So right, right, right. So, yeah, that would be
Yes,
raw.
yes,
I
yes, yes. Now, Miss
don't know
Lakers,
why
watch
we came
somebody
up with
come
that
up with my
website.
watch somebody come up with that idea. You know what I mean? Because you know they're gonna be like, "Ooh, that is a good idea."
Yeah, it
Hmm.
would be. Not on YouTube though, but it'd be a good idea. But I don't hear that. Yeah,
I know,
right, but
but
that
you're
would
right.
be a good
Instead of
segment.
them saying it
Right.
right, instead of them actually
Yeah.
having to just say what do you want the $30
How much?
package or
Yeah, how
the
much you want? Yeah, right.
fifty
Which
dollar
package you want to buy?
package of food?
Oh yeah, that would be raw. And then that person who want that package, that's buying the stuff for the person, they was like, okay, well, I want the $100 package. This somebody come, they pay somebody come in and pay for that package, and they get the money exchange, whatever,
There
whatever.
you go.
That
There
would
you
that
go.
would be a raw website to
There you
come up
go.
with.
There
Yeah.
you go. So I was like, you know what? I was like, my mind is always thinking about old crazy stuff. I was like, I think
A
we have
hustler,
something like
a
the food
hustler.
stamp
It's
segment.
all kind of hustle.
I know, right? I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, because every time I turn around, people are like on YouTube talking, yeah, who got food stamps? Who want to, anybody want to buy food? So
Man,
I'm like,
it's the
dang,
food
it's
stamps
like
are plentiful.
that.
Food stamps are so plentiful now. Like, man, everybody's selling food.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Miss Lakers, you want to chime in on tonight's topic about how how some of us pay for these doctors' extravagant lifestyles and stuff like that?
Well, I don't think it's like paying for their lifestyle or whatever. No more they lifestyle debt, and then like I mean doctors like in debt because they had to cover their medical school or whatever, and then like
Mm-hmm.
unless a doctor is a private doctor, you know what I'm saying? Then he set his own rates and he get his own money. But if he working for like a hospital and stuff like that, they usually be on salary and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Hmm.
think pretty much we paying for their lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them have extravagant lifestyles, but not in the beginning. They don't. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they got to do their residency,
Right, right,
then
right.
they go. Cause like my boys in medical school, and it's
Hmm.
expensive, and they on in like they one of them in their 6th year, and one of them in like their 3rd year, and they still got a long time to go. You know what I'm saying? And thank God they're not going to have no debt, coming out of it. But it costs a lot to go to medical school. It's a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time. So I don't think it's so much funding their lifestyle, but like everything else you said was right because I feel like we like people who do personal service for us, like when you go get your nails done, your hair done, them BBLs and facials. Now those doctors like that, you're funding their lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? To get Botox in your face and
Yeah,
all that stuff like that, your fat remove or your butt bigger, your boobs bigger. Those doctors, those plastic surgeon doctors, they people are funding their lifestyle. But as far as medical doctors, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually giving you a service that even though like medications and pharmaceutical companies are like the biggest ripoffs in the world and means no good for us, the doctor's not such a big ripoff. Medical doctors is not as bad as it's more the pharmaceutical companies that make doctors push certain stuff because whether you know it or not, like when pharmaceuticals companies start selling like certain have certain medicines for certain illnesses and stuff, they come
yeah.
to the doctor office and give you. I'm about to give you an example. Like I got asthma, right? I
Uh-huh.
have an I have an asthma inhaler that costs like $400 that my insurance does not cover. Okay, when they first came out, a pharmaceutical representative came to my doctor's a private doctor. You know what I'm saying? He got his own practice. The pharmaceutical company came to his office and gave him free trials of the inhalers, right? They try on his, this is my primary doctor. They try on, his patients or whatever to see if it controls like, your asthma. It's an inhaled steroid to control your asthma better. And actually it does work good because like my asthma been unless I'm going through something that make me upset, then my asthma like or the weather like go from being hot and cold and back cold to hot like that, my asthma pretty much controlled. And this inhaler good though, but like when I first went on it, I got it free from him. You know what I'm saying? They see if
Hmm.
it worked because he got it free from the pharmaceutical representative, to try it on his patients. So once we see it, seeing that it works, he wrote me a prescription for it. But when I told him, like, hey, that's the truth, that inhaler costs $400 and my insurance company don't cover it. You got to change it. So, oh, no, I ain't got to change it. He's like, I got a whole lot of them here. You know what I'm saying? So he just kept giving it
Right,
to
right.
me
But
from
Miss
the
Latham,
off. Huh?
what about the doctors that have those expensive cars and those expensive I'm saying after they, finish residency, whatever that is, and then, and then they start making the big money and all of that, and they start buying those expensive boats and
Yeah,
cars.
but when you go to school for 8 to 10 years like that, you deserve that. And but most of them be on salaries though. They not unless you're a private doctor, with your own practice, you don't make money like you don't set your own rate. The hospital you work for decide what to bill somebody. You don't, you know what I'm saying? That you might be the doctor that's billing, you know what I'm saying, but that you get paid by the hospital. You know what I'm saying? You don't get paid from the patient unless you're a private doctor and got your own practice, then you get paid, directly from the patients. So it depends on what, field you in, whether you're a doctor at the hospital or you're a doctor with your own private practice. So
Okay,
that's
okay.
depends on. But if you're a
So
doctor working for a hospital, you're on a salary, you know.
okay. So now what about this? Um
But I'm gonna tell you this:
now
doctors that
I
got they
believe in, huh?
doctors that have their own practice are
Yeah.
more lenient than doctors in the hospital to me because like all my most of all my doctors is practice doctors, okay? And let me tell you this, like whereas with my insurance company, I gotta pay a copay and this and that, that and this. I don't pay none of that at my doctor's visit. All I
Mm,
pay is what the insurance, like, but I've been with the same doctor for like 10, 15, some of them I had for like 20 years, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I don't pay nothing but, I don't pay nothing but what the insurance pay. Like, I don't remember last time I even paid my copay at the doctor's office. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paid it in
Hmm.
years. You know what
Now,
I'm
do
saying?
you
So they
believe
kind of
now?
better. They work with you more.
Right now, do you believe that the mind can play tricks
Oh
on
yeah,
you
I
into feeling
strongly,
that
yeah,
if you're sick?
yeah,
Hmm.
I believe that because like I don't. My mom, my mom passed from cancer though. But listen, my mom never took medicine. Like she was a herbal person, and like people don't like people that does this. But my mom was, an Indian, right? So like when she grew up, like she made medicine off of herbs. You know what I'm saying? And every medicine, even like opiates, okay, they come from opiate, it comes from everything is grown. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing that's in heroin is in opiates. Okay. So you to me, a doctor is a licensed drug dealer, a legal drug dealer. What a doctor is to me, that
Yeah, yeah,
that prescribe that prescribe narcotics. Okay,
right, right.
so this and this, but to get narcotics now is hard as heck, and and the government put a ban on it. But I'm just gonna say this, and I'm far from racist. Okay, when white people start ODing off of these opiates, them pills, they did a big old, thing about it. You know what I'm saying? You had to be, because opiate was only really meant for people with cancer, with a chronic illness. Then now they had started giving to people with migraines, back pain, knee ache, this, that, that, and this. Anybody was able to get opiates. But once it became an epidemic, they tightened the reins on it. The government made it. Whereas, and then this what happened was a lot of people who couldn't get the opiates anymore went to heroin and started taking the fentanyl and all that stuff like that, and they started ODing off of that because they couldn't get the opiates anymore. So it is bad, and then like most of the medicines have worse side effects than they do. Like it's one medicine supposed to be for knee pain or this and that, and they tell you that you can start gambling. You can commit suicide and
Oh,
all of that.
wow.
Yeah, so like who the heck? I'd rather my knee hurt or my back hurt if I'm gonna start gambling
Right,
and commit
right,
suicide. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right,
the
right.
side
Because when
effects,
you look at, because when I see those commercials on TV, and I be seeing all those side effects, I'm like, oh my god! When they say may cause dizziness, uh,
right?
fatigue, thoughts of suicidal thoughts, like, oh my
Yeah,
god, what kind
right.
of
Yeah, so it
medicine is
don't say. Yeah, so like you got to go through all that for it to work for you. Like, I'm cool. I'm gonna commit suicide anyway. So I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna just suffer with the pain. You know what I'm saying? At least
this?
I be living.
Right, right.
But yeah, but like, okay, back to my mom. Like, okay, so for years, whatever, she had this little book. It was called Back to Eden. I remember this book since I was little. It didn't even have no cover on it no more, but she still had it. And she had this, she would go to the health food store, not like GNC, but this store actually sell herbs, you know what I'm saying, and the little clear capsules. And she would go get the herbs that whatever that prescription, that drug was, that prescription was made out of. She would go get the herbs from the health food store and mix it in her little bowl, and put it in her little capsule. You know what I'm saying? Whether she made a tea out of it, whether she made a pill out of it, she would take it that way. Not till she got cancer did she start, you know, and when she first got diagnosed with cancer, it was like it had not spread in her body at all. And the doctor said the reason why it hadn't went nowhere is because had like a real healthy diet. You know what I'm saying? Her diet was like super, super healthy. And so she had it went in remission. And then when it came back, let me tell you, when it came back, they had saw a dot on her lung, on her right lung, and I was like, they wanted to go in and touch, and I'm like, oh, mom, if it's been there for like 10 years, don't let them touch it because like once they touch it, it always say if you
Mhm.
open it up, it spread, right?
Right. Uh huh.
like, I just want to know, is the cancer there too? Whatever, whatever. And I'm like, oh my, if they said that dot been there, and the dot was only the size of a pea, okay. And I'm like, if it been there for 10 years and it's still that same size, just let it be. Like, don't do nothing about it. Like, just let it stay there. If it been there for 10 years and you okay, leave it there. Every time they want to touch something or dissect something when something happened. And sure enough, they went in there and touched that dot, and that dot was cancer. Okay. And when they did it, they touched it. She had to go back in like 90 days for the results or whatever, and they found out it was cancer. Okay. In 6 months, it had spread it. And once they touched it, it started spreading. Then she got sicker. Then it was in her whole body. Then it went in her brain. It just took over her whole body till
Right,
they
but if
finally
they
just
would have
ate a
left it
whole.
alone,
It
if
just
they would have
left
left
it
it alone.
alone. Yes.
Okay, okay,
And
yeah.
I just told her, and everybody said once they, like, when they say when they cut your boob off or something, they get it, but then once they open it, like a cell will go somewhere and hide until it grow. You know what I'm saying? To regenerate in your body.
Oh
But
wow.
not till she got cancer did she start taking medicine. That was, other than that, she didn't take none before that, none at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yep. So I hate cancer. Like, I hate it with a passion. I can't stand cancer. That's the reason why. Well, I never liked it meat as a kid. I don't. My mom was like, she like, it was easy for you to stop eating meat because you never liked it as a kid. But like, even as a kid coming up, my grandmother had died of cancer. My grandfather, like they said, cancer is not hereditary, but it's hereditary. It's hereditary in my family. You know what I'm saying? It's a cancer gene that runs through our bloodline on my mom's side and my dad's
Yeah.
side.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I had to go get blood work like done every 6 months for my doctor to make sure like the gene don't pop up, within me. So, like, even like when I didn't never not when I was younger, I ate meat, but I would just like eat chicken and just chicken and fish. Then I went to just fish, seafood. And then, like, as I got older and I realized that stuff was in all kind of meat, even seafood and stuff that caused cancer. I just stopped eating meat altogether, and I just like limited like what I ate to like vegetables and fruits and stuff. And then I didn't eat fruits that was like, that had pesticides on it. Like for me to eat is very, very expensive. Like when COVID started, I started me a garden because like, it was like I couldn't get, certain stuff like got too expensive. I'm like, oh, I can grow that doggone stuff. I got enough land to grow it on. You know what I'm saying? So I just started growing my own little, vegetables and stuff that I wanted. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then I got my kids and my grandkids to like where they just own turkey and chicken and fish like 3 days out the week. I'm trying to get them all the way off, but it's kind of hard though. But I'm like, I got them down to like just turkey, chicken, and fish, and only 3 days a week. So I think as far as they gonna let me push them, you know what I'm saying? Cause like they be complaining, they're like, why we
Yeah.
can't have a real hamburger? Why we gotta eat a turkey burger?
Well, you know what,
Like,
Miss Lakers, here's my thing. Here's my thing, and I know I probably get a lot of slack for it, but I mean it is true though. I mean, I think that we all of us are animals. We are because it's just that we cook our food, but the animals eat it raw, but it's still meat.
yeah, but we was not meant to eat meat. We didn't eat meat in the beginning. Meat was something we asked God for, and He gave it to us. You know what I'm saying? If you, and I know you read the Bible. At first they just ate manna. Remember, the Israelites were just eating manna, and they
Uh-huh.
nagged God about it, and they asked Him. 'Cause remember, you ever read about how they talking about how big the grapes and the fruit was back in the day? That was
Hmm.
all we was meant to eat, and then they asked God for meat, and He gave it to them. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's something I said God always gave us the desire of our heart. You know what I'm saying? So, whether it was good for us or not, you know what I'm saying? But if
Right.
you ate meat natural form without, you know what I'm saying? It would be different. We don't get meat straight unless you go buy meat off a farm and get it done yourself. But then you don't even know what the farmer give that animal to eat, whether it's natural or not. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
because
So
the
that's the only
farmer put
thing.
different chemicals inside like even the chickens. The farmers inject certain things in the chicken to make the chicken plump.
Right.
That's
But if you
true.
back then, we in the day gave us meat. We didn't have pesticides. We didn't have all that injection steroids. The meat was pure back then. You know what I'm saying? And it had to be pure because they used it with sacrifices to God. You ain't gonna sacrifice nothing to God with no steroids or no pesticides on. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing now different than when you say you eat meat. And if you think about when the animals eat meat, they not eating meat with pesticides and all that stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? They meat is pure
Right.
and fresh because they catch it, kill it, they catch it, kill it, and eat it themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
it.
and,
That's
and people
it.
that
Yep.
and people that go hunting now, their meat is pure. You know what I'm saying? Because they go kill their meat and do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
if you eat meat probably that if you eat meat that way, it's different. When we eat it, when you buy it from the store, it's contaminated. It's not in its rarest, freshest form.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what make it bad for you. Stuff that they put on it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. You're right about that, Miss Lakers. I'm telling you, because hold on. Here's Patrick. Hey, Patrick. What's going on?
I ain't sleeping like I did last night.
Oh my God, Patrick fell asleep. Miss Lakers, you
All
should
right,
have been here. We was like full panel, well not full panel, but we had a nice crowd, and all of a sudden we heard Patrick snoring. I'm like, who's that?
Yeah, I
Lord,
was
Oh,
I
that's
was I was
Patrick.
so tired though. I was tired because I made
I know the feeling.
I moved and everything, so I'm trying to get my house situated before we have our little housewarming. And I just was tired. I had like 3 drinks and I was chatting and everything, and then everybody else started chatting and I got bored and I fell out. I was listening though, but I didn't know that I fell asleep. I did not know
Yeah,
I
yeah.
fell
We are.
asleep.
We are. Did you go back and listen to the video, Patrick?
No, I didn't. I already know I snore. I mean,
I'm about to
come on.
drop down. I'll be right back. I get this phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay, okay.
I know a lot of people snore, so shit.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, cause it was kind of like out of the blue, cause we just sitting there, we was kicking it down. I'm like, okay, is it my audio or something? Because at first I was like, no, it can't be my audio. Then I listened a little bit close. I was like, oh, that's Patrick snoring.
Oh man, I fell out because all I know is that I laid here on the couch because I was waiting on my wife to get off of work. She was getting off at 3, and I thought I was gonna hang in there until she get home. And I was sitting here on my couch. I had my Long Island iced teas. That's what I was drinking yesterday, some Long Islands. And I was like, oh man, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna listen. Channel will keep me up. Nah, I fell out. I fell asleep.
Yeah, well, tonight's topic was about are we paying for these doctors' extravagant lifestyles? And Miss Laker, she had her opinion on that too. And I was just also saying that how some doctors, they take those expensive vacations and they buy those expensive cars and boats and all of that. But then she kind of brought it to my attention that I mean, they paid their dues. They did all that. The what's that? The medical type of intern type of stuff for like many many years, and then so I
But
understand it.
you know what I think it is though.
Uh
You
huh.
know how they got all these like you go to the meat market, right? You could get turkey wings, you could get drum legs and everything else, and they look like half
Oh, okay,
humans.
you're talking about that. All right, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
You get what I'm saying? So like, they injecting these meats and like spraying stuff on the vegetables and all that stuff like that. Like that's why these kids are like so damn big. Like they big as fuck. They like
I know,
horses coming
right? You
out.
see them,
You
right?
know?
Exactly. You got 12. You got 9, 10, 11 year old girls. They got
Yeah.
boobs, they got butt, they got hips, all of that. Right?
I'm telling you, it's the
Right. I know
hormones that they
all that
inject into the
crazy.
meat for these people that be buying all that shit. Like they'd be like, "Oh yeah, girl, go down there to that meat market like that, and you get those big giant jumbo wings like that, and put some smoked meat in those, and those things be good." Yeah, they don't know what that was injected with.
Right. They
You get
don't.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
And I was talking
Because the
about this.
world got to. the world got to still turn. Doctors need jobs. Doctors, they have doctors here, and they have scientists and everything here to look up things to cure for if somebody's have a reaction to it, or look up the research of what's going on with somebody like that. I mean, come on now. Like, everybody health is different. You got high blood pressure, sugar, you got all these different things going on like that. Um it could easily die down like
Right.
that if they change the way everybody eat. Now, as we learn in school, the pyramid, we know, okay, you got to eat bread, you got to eat fruits, you got to eat meat, you got to eat more fish and vegetables and all this stuff like that. But now they got all that. Now they tell you this, but then they tell you that you can't have too much mercury. Is mercury inside a fish? If you have allergic reaction to certain fruits or nuts or whatever like that. So it's like it's all screwed up. So a lot of people go with organic. So organic, that's still being funded with, because they got to sit there and do testing and everything like that to see what is organic. And so it's just ridiculous. Even organic meat and all that stuff like that. So that means instead of feeding the slop to like the pigs and all that stuff like that, they giving them like vegetables, like feeding them different vegetables all grinded up, whatever, however they do it. I don't know. Like that. But that's organic food. You see what I'm saying? So you'd be like, yeah, I want that organic chicken like that. Is this price, so I'm gonna get this. Yeah, okay, because the chicken was just sitting there eating just only vegetables and seeds and everything else, and not fed it whatever they feed the other chickens. So I don't understand that. I really don't. I'm gonna do more research on that because I really want to know what's the difference from organic and regular. How is you raising these chickens?
Okay. So and that's why they. I didn't even know my mic was off. So and that's why they say the organic. I mean, organic this and organic that, because they put different things in there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Oh.
and that's what they say. Like, it's a good diet. Like, organic is better than all the other stuff. A lot of people do veggie burgers and version of veggie hot dogs and stuff like that. Like, I had a veggie burger. All of them is not good, but some of them are. Veggie burgers are good, but it's weird.
What? So the veggie burgers, do that taste like regular hamburger?
It depends. It depends because it's no meat at all.
Oh, it's no meat.
No, it's no meat.
Oh wow. Hmm. Because I think they were serving something like that either at Burger King or something where they talking about the
Yeah, they
organic.
had a veggie burger, and a lot of
Yeah, the
people was
veggie
eating it.
burger.
Yeah, and it was actually good.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
But it's not. It doesn't taste like a regular Burger King burger though, right?
Nah.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So wow. I guess you learn something new every day. So just kind of getting back on topic about tonight, Patrick, when I was talking about the doctors, do you think now I say that it's the doctor's job is not to make you feel better, is to make you feel sick and make you think that you actually are sick, and that's just to keep them in business, and that's what to keep the pharmaceuticals in business. What do you think about that?
Well, you got some doctors that for their well, you got some doctors that are like good at their work they do, because whatever they do good, or a surgeon or whatsoever like that, they do a good job or whatever like that, they get paid big. If you can't figure out the situation of what's going on with a person or whatever like that, they lose money. They lose a lot, and then they got to deal with lawyers and everything else. So like with these doctors and everything like that, they talk to other doctors, they do research and everything, they look at the issue. Just say if somebody got cancer or something like that, they looking at that issue, they have other doctors opinions and stuff like
Right,
that.
right,
It's more
right.
than one doctor that make the decision. It's the lab and it's um the doctor, it's the doctors, and then it's other doctors too. They look at your test results and they look right at, they just pay good attention to it. And then
Now,
they go
oh,
by
right. So
then they
let me
go by their decision from there, what they should
so,
do with the body
so let me
or
ask you
whatever.
this:
Or the person health.
Do you think a person can make their own self sick by actually believing that they are sick, and they may not be sick, but because of
Well, I mean, this is just like getting the wrong medications. Sometimes doctors prescribe people with the wrong medications that does more to the human body. And whenever that happens and it's not catch, then it harms other part of the body. And then now they try to do a switch and try to figure out what medication could help heal you and everything else because you getting real sick. I mean, it's kind of weird because some doctors make you sicker and some make you well. That's why a lot
that,
of people
that
fly
was
out
my
to the
point.
best
That was
doctors
my
or
point.
doing research.
Some doctors tend to subscribe medicine, because we're not gonna ask, hey, what's in this medicine? Well, what's in this? The only thing we're gonna do is take our subscription, take it to the pharmacist. They're gonna fill it, and we're gonna go on our happy way. We're gonna take that medicine, and as soon as we start running out or getting low, we're gonna go back to the pharmacy and get another refill. Now,
Right.
meanwhile, we
Like
don't know
you
what
got
that
some
what we
people,
but
you
meanwhile
got
we don't know what that medicine is doing to our bodies. We
right.
don't know. We don't know what's actually inside, and it could be some type of addiction. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like some medication for especially females, like a lot of females that have like hair loss or having problems with breaking nails all the time, or a lot of dry skin or rashes and all that different stuff like that. I mean, it's hard for a doctor to come up with it so that they be like, oh well, just try this cortisone cream, or just put you on, more vitamin D, and you get your vitamin C and all that stuff. They start giving you all these different medications and stuff like that. But, it's because a lot of people got high blood pressure because of the things that they eat. If you a drinker, your sugars could be high and everything else because you a heavy drinker. A lot of it, I mean, sugar is in alcohol too. A lot of people don't realize that. And then plus, if they mix, that's adding more sugar onto that alcohol that you are intaking into your body. Your body already stores sugar and already store, a lot of water. So a percentage of that, like whenever you eating the wrong things or you eating a lot of salty foods and stuff like that, that's draining more of the liquid from your body than what you should. So that caused a lot of problems too, with eyesight and dry mouth and chapped lips and all that stuff like that. And doctors won't tell you that, but certain high blood medications, if you taking pills for like sugar for diabetics or whatever, or taking insulin shots and Novolog shots and everything else like that, and you're not getting enough vitamin D or vitamin C in your
Hmm.
system, or iron or whatever like that. That's why people have different liver enzymes, high or low enzymes for their liver, or they having kidney, or they getting stones and all that stuff. So it's a lot. So it's like, I don't know, certain medication cause that and certain medication cause bleeding and
Now,
certain things like that.
when the doctor subscribe medicine to you, do you look at the pill bottle? Do you read the pill bottle, or what about the
Oh, I
side
don't
effects?
take them.
Have you
I
heard of
don't
side
take
effects?
medications. I
Huh?
don't take medications. I don't have those issues.
Oh, you
I
don't.
don't, yeah, I don't have sugar. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have anything.
No, no,
I'm
yeah,
healthy.
I'm saying, like, what if you get a really bad cold? You don't take no cold medicine. You don't take.
I mean, what I do take, I take the what's that junk is called? It's like in an orange bottle or something. It's something like Mucinex in the orange bottle.
Yeah.
That's what I take. I take the nighttime one and the daytime one, and then I drink regular Theraflu like that with warm water with a squeeze of cinnamon and honey in
So
it,
do you
and that
think
helps
side
me.
effects alone of medication is more dangerous than the actual medicine that you take? Like, because there's so many different the side effects, blurred vision, fatigue, thoughts of suicide, all of this stuff. I mean, if you seen that, wouldn't you be kind of like, I don't know if I want to take this is just just as like just say if you got a back problem and you've been having back problems or something like that, and you go to the doctors, he subscribed some medicine for you, and then you kind of actually look at the side effects and you be like, oh my god, do I really want to take this? I only got a back pain. And it's like, oh, thoughts of suicide, blurred vision, dizziness, and all that. So they're like, oh hell no,
I know, right, right. And then you want to stop taking it because you like shit. I don't want like you be you be saying on TV, you be sitting back, be like, oh, I take that medication like that, and you be like, oh yeah, this is. You can have a lawsuit for da 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 da. It caused bleediness, dizziness, and all this crap. I be like, yo, that's crazy. Or if you had this surgery and you having reoccur or you having pains, this could be a lawsuit. Yeah, I be seeing those commercials. Those shits be
right.
crazy. I be
Meanwhile,
like,
meanwhile, you should have just bent up like a pretzel and be like, oh hell no. Now you took that medicine all this goddamn time. Oh, I'm suing the pants off y'all asses.
yeah. Like a lot of people like, okay, now you know how people got aspirin or they got Tylenol or they got the BC powder or they got what is it called? Aleve. Don't you know if you take a lot of Aleve all the time and you start to take that as a regular like that, it causes bleeding to the kidney.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But that's why they say you don't want to take it or get addicted to it like that. You want to,
You can get
you want to.
addicted to a leave. You mean that the headache medicine? You can get addicted to that.
Yeah, you could get
Well, I guess you
addicted
can
to
get
it.
addicted to anything really, as far as medication. You definitely can get addicted to. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You know, but also, is it true that you could trick your body, your mind could trick your whole body into thinking that it's sick when it's really not, and also think letting the body trick itself saying that you need this drug when really you don't. It's just that your mind is just making your body to believe that you need it, and if you
Like
don't get it, you're gonna get sick.
like the skinny people that be calling themselves fat because they could squeeze the side of their stomach and see a little piece of meat, and they talk about they fat.
Oh, that too.
They be like, "Oh, I need to take this diet pill because I need to lose weight and I need to eat salads." Like the bitch will been up in the car and be a pretzel in the damn car because you don't got no damn meat on your bones.
Right, exactly, exactly. Or a heavy set woman could be like, you know what? I gotta lose weight. I gotta go get me some of those pills, those blue pills or whatever. The next you know, she done got addicted. Now they might work.
And then
They
a
might
lot of people, Dr. Oz, when he had the thing that you drink, you mix it in your water, it looked like fish eggs or some shit like that. It looked like
yeah,
little jelly eggs with little dots in them. Like people was drinking that just to burn their belly fat to lose weight. I was like, yeah, that shit crazy. Like you would drink that?
but sometimes people are so desperate, don't care what's in the medicine, don't care of of the dangers. They just want to be thin. They want to get that weight off of their asses. You know what I mean?
Well, they can
And
get
if
the
they
weight
got
off. All they gotta do is change the way they eat.
right, but even if but see, that's the thing though. They want it quick. They want it quick, and some of them they don't want to work for. They don't want to get out there and do the exercise or take walks and all of that shit. They
You
just
know
want to
what
be,
my aunt did,
plastic
and
surgery. I'm gonna get this shit cut off me. I ain't got time for this.
you know my aunt that I love so much,
Oh,
because you the one with the pretty eyes, real
okay.
light skinned.
Yeah.
Okay, she used to be 450 pounds,
Wow. Okay.
and it don't look like it, do it?
No.
She looked good. So
Mm-hmm.
what she did is instead of cooking and everything else, she got TV dinners and ate one meal a day for dinner, and then ate salads throughout the day and did shakes. And she
Mm.
lost all that weight.
Yeah. Yeah. And
She
she
had
never
a shake.
ate at night,
She had a shake for breakfast. She had a
right?
salad for lunch, and she just had the small portion TV dinner for dinner, and that was it.
Right. But some people they don't want to put the work in. They want something quick and easy. So they might be like, you know what? All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna call a plastic surgeon and I'm just gonna get all this stuff cut off of me. Then that's it. Or some gonna have like, you know what? I'm going to get out here. I'm gonna exercise. I'm gonna bicycle. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get this weight off. You know. So definitely, but
Hmm.
my thing is that when the doctor subscribes certain medicines and stuff, we don't even ask what's in there. We don't, because some of that stuff that's the pill bottle, all of that shit is so hard to pronounce, and you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. You know what I mean? So what I think what I may start doing is getting me a medical book and everything that's on the back of those pill bottles, start reading up on it to see what's going up in my body, because we're just not paying no attention to that. We're just so used to getting our medicine, taking it, and keep it moving,
But
but we're not
sometimes
really
some
in our
some
body.
things, like if you out in the country or the south or whatever like that, a lot of people don't take those medications. They change the way they eat because sometimes it's the stuff in your food.
Right, right. Right, and a lot of them, a lot of the people that live down south, they got their own home remedies anyway. They don't really
Yeah.
need no doctor because there ain't no doctors. Especially some of the
Right.
ones that live way out in the country and stuff like that. They go out in them fields or whatever, and make them herbs and get some twigs and trees and all that other stuff. They know, they know
Hmm.
exactly how to do. They know what to put in it, and next thing you know, they good to go. They good to go because they use that home remedy shit. You know what I mean? The stuff that don't cause that's no
Hmm.
side effects, because they probably didn't have no money anyway to pay for real medicine back then. So they had to do what they had to do. You know.
Yep.
Let me read some of these comments. Let me see. Hey Erica, what's going on, girl? Um. Okay, yeah. Oh, Miss America. Hey, Miss America, how are you, girl? Um. Yeah. So it's crazy. So that's why I said, you know what, let me talk about about tonight's topic and stuff like that. And are we paying for doctors extravagant lifestyle? Because my thing was is I just seen them, and like, oh my god, look what they driving, and look at the house that he lives in, and oh my god, he's sending all his kids through college and this and that. But I should have realized that, even though yes, he's a doctor and all that, but he did go, through the medical school, and he stayed in there for what, 5 to 8 years or something, doing his medical intern stuff. You know what I mean? But another thing, like I was saying, is the side effects of the medicine that we're not even asking questions on what's actually in that medicine, and we're not reading the
Right.
back of the pill bottle to see what we are doing to our bodies. Are we curing our bodies, or are we actually really hurting our body? Because the medicine that's going in our system may not even agree with some of our organs, may not agree with some of our veins and stuff like that. You know,
Right. Right.
just as like Miss Lakers was telling me the story about her mom. When she was alive and stuff, and the red cancerous thing they found on her and stuff, and because the doctors was so, they just could not leave that alone, they just had to mess with it, and because they messed with it, it started affecting the whole body, and it started spreading. You know what I mean? So that's
Oh
what I'm
wow.
saying.
Did she
Some
take care?
doctors,
Did they take care of it though?
No, she passed away because it ruined her whole body. It went. I think she said it went through her brain. It went through all over her body. The cancer spread it throughout the whole body. You know what
Wow.
I mean? So, but she said had they left that had they left that alone, then her mom might have had a chance. Because she said her mom had that same dot for many, 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 many years, and then the doctor decided to start tinkling and messing around with it. That's what I'm saying. But as I'm saying, it I believe that sometimes the doctors will do stuff to actually make you feel sick, you know, just
Mm-hmm.
so they can keep that medicine going, just so the pharmaceuticals can get paid, and also he can get paid too, because every time he writes a subscription, I'm pretty sure that that's money that he's writing out. And if you look at those pill bottles, if you actually pay attention to those pill bottles and stuff and look at the bottom, they actually say how much that pill bottle costs, and some of them are in the twos, threes, fours, $500. So if you got
Right.
like five subscriptions for that same medicine, can you imagine? And then you just that one person. Can you imagine if that doctor had like about 50 or 60 or 70 patients?
Yeah.
That's how he's able to afford all that shit.
You know one thing. You know one thing though. Like when my grandmother passed away, because that was my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like she raised me since a baby. Um, we had a family doctor, but when she had left us like that, the doctor actually came to the funeral and to the waiting funeral. Like that meant a lot to all of us.
Yeah, that's a good doctor.
She came to see her wait and then came to actually see her bury, and she boo-hoo cried because she knew my grandmother for a long, long time since she gave birth to her first child. And my grandmother had 9 kids. Like that's real. So if you have a
Right,
family
right,
doctor
right.
and you lose a loved one or whatever like that, your doctor should show love too. I think every doctor should do that.
You're right. You absolutely right, Patrick. Yep. Because there are some good doctors out here, but my thing is that I don't know, maybe it's just me, but every time I see a doctor, I always think of like, he extravagant, beach houses and country houses, and they belong to country clubs and yacht clubs and all of that stuff. So, but hey, they paid their dues. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
Still though, I still got a problem. I still got a problem with some of that medicine that they subscribe their patients and stuff like that, because you don't know if it's gonna hurt, if it's going to heal you or hurt you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Deliberately come back just so they can get that subscription. The doctor can get paid, and the pharmaceuticals, they can get paid too for subscribing that medicine, giving those pills and stuff. But only
Hmm.
they know what's in there. See, that's the thing. Only the doctors and the pharmaceuticals know what's actually in that medicine, because we don't know, because we're not medical doctors, and we're not looking at the back of the pill bottle to start trying to read some of that stuff and then look it up and do our research. Then maybe we'll be like, oh no, 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 I'm not taking that. But then I'm pretty sure they have to tell people, listen, with any other medicine, y'all already know side effects are gonna come. That's just what it is. Every medicine that you take is gonna have some type of side effects. So we're
Oh
gonna have
yeah.
to tell y'all what kind of side effects. And half of the people, including me, I already know. I'm like, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking it. I just rather just go ahead and live with whatever I got to live with, because no, this is gonna make me worse than what I
Hmm.
am. You walk around, you walking around in the street one day or whatever, and all of a sudden, bam, you can't see. Like, oh hell no! What the hell? What? Then all of a sudden, your back get thrown out. You don't got, not now you look, no, now you looking like a monster and shit like that. You done took some fucked up medicine at the doctor. You done took some fucked up medicine that the doctor prescribed you. Shit, now you looking like Tales from the Crypt. Well, doctor, what the hell happened? Why is my teeth falling out? Why is my hair falling out? And don't it look like one of my eye color don't change colors?
hmm
I'm telling you. Sometimes you gotta take heed. You can't trust some of them doctors, man. Mm-mm. Oh gosh.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You got to be
Yep.
careful what you put in your body.
Yep. So anyway, so we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch topics, and Patrick, I want to tell you a little about what's going on in these damn YouTube streets. Oh my God, it's on fire. Yeah,
Yeah, what's going on there?
it's on fire. I'm telling you. So much stuff, so much stuff been going on. About the bickering of the channels and this and that and stuff like that. But I've always told people you can't be friends with people on YouTube because this ain't no friendly place. You know what I mean? At one
Nah, everybody on YouTube got their own lives. So when you try to be friends or whatever, they dig up as much information on you, and then if you have a problem with them or anything like that, they use everything and they smash you.
right, right, exactly. But I think also too, and this is just me, I think that it's a business for YouTube too. It's a business for YouTube because it's keeping the entertainment going, which is keeping them in the trillions. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if you got
Damn,
some
they partying over here.
personal information, you would think that YouTube would stop that stuff before it even hit the waves. You would think that, especially documentation. They allow people to just post different stuff about somebody that's clear as day. It's like, why aren't you having your robots or somebody come in and say, that got to be, it can't even pass through this because that it ain't that type of party. But it's almost like, hey, you know what? It's all entertainment and we like it. The people like it. It's drawing in more numbers. It's getting StreamYard paid because StreamYard they done fell into that too. They're probably at the millions or probably even billions now. Because to me,
Right.
it seems like it's more black people on YouTube than whites, you know? And at one time, it looked like it was more white people on YouTube, but now that, that it's more black people now because now they done figured out a way to turn this into entertainment. And also, those that want to grow their channel and make a couple of dollars, hey, that's what they're going to do. So
hmm
I guess it's a win-win situation for everybody because it's a way for you it's a way for you to get your channel up. It's a way for you to make a couple of dollars, and sometimes it's a way for you to meet new people, good or bad, because they can be good people or they can be bad people, but it's still a way for you to meet people from other different cities, from other different, like we're in the states. It could be somebody like in California or or you know what I'm talking about, or Dallas or somewhere, you know what I mean? Lu
hmm
what's another one? Just kind of throwing out the different ones. And these are some of the people that's on here. Some of the people that's on here, and you could tell because a lot of them have those different accents. They don't talk like us. They don't talk like New Yorkers. They talk like they're from
hmm
Texas. They talk like they're from what's that, Louisiana or Vegas and all that other stuff. So it's a whole different languages and stuff from their cities or whatever. It is interesting, and it's
hmm
interesting because you can hear, especially some of the guys that be talking and stuff, and they're from Dallas, they're from Atlanta, they're this and that, and you can actually hear the accent that they're talking and stuff, and it sounds kind of neat to us. And I know they probably like, okay, yeah, you guys got different accents too because we're New Yorkers, you know.
Yeah,
So
Messiah has something.
Messiah in there.
Yeah. What she
Okay,
say?
yeah, I see you, Patrick. No need. Oh, Messiah, what is you going on, girl?
Yeah, what she
How
say?
you doing, Messiah? How you doing, girl? Yeah, she been into a lot of smoke and battles and stuff like that.
Oh, she
I
have.
guess she'll work it out. She's always in the battle with somebody.
Oh,
Yeah, but she'll work it out. But yep, that's her. She's always in the battle with something. You know what I mean? But I guess if you come at if somebody come at you, you gotta defend yourself. You know what I mean? Because the minute you're labeled as a punk down these YouTube streets, you're gonna have all types of people messing with you. The ones that never even messed with you before is gonna start trying to pick at you just to get aroused.
mm-hmm.
But you got some that just don't want to be with that bullshit. Don't want to be with that crazy shit. But then it's like you got somebody that's always trying to pull you back into the nastiness. And you might be trying to change your channel around because I've seen a lot of people say, you know what, I'm not going to be with that messiness anymore. I'm going to totally change my channel around. That's good. That's good because that's how they want to start out. But it's going to take maybe one or two people to come and start rattling and rattling them cages and shit. And there you go. You know what I mean? You play with the bull, you're gonna get the horns. And that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
What? Saya, I'm not gonna put your comment up because I know you, girl. Just going to simmer in the chat now. If you want to come up and hang out and talk, you can't. You know me, girl. You know me. I'm gonna drop the link.
Who you
Okay,
talking to?
Messiah.
Oh, Messiah, cool though.
Yeah, but she said, Miss Pat, don't speak for me respectfully.
Oh well,
I
Messiah.
said,
I don't got no problems with Messiah.
no, I said if she want to come up, she can come up. She can come up if she won't.
I don't got problems with nobody actually. I'm just being
No,
honest.
no, you cool. You ain't got no.
I have respect for everybody.
Ain't nobody got no ain't nobody got no beef with nobody. Not over here anyway. And if they do, I tell them to get up on the panel and handle your own smoke. I'm not here to babysit. I am not here to babysit nobody. You got smoke, come over here and handle your own shit. You know what I mean? That's what my channel's about. We may talk about some other stuff, some tough topics, or we may talk about some important shit. But sometimes we get into the crazy stuff too. We get into the crazy stuff, Patrick. You know that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah. So getting back to these, like I was saying, these these YouTube streaks and stuff like that. I had already had called it though because I said just watch. Most people that's friends, they're not gonna be friends. Because that's just the way it is. I'm not saying that they'll never be friends again because I'm pretty sure within time, things heal and people do come back together. But
Hmm.
right now, it's just that, it's just a tug of war. It's like a tug of war. You know, and it's just not the tug of war of the content creators; it's the tug of war of the subscribers because the subscribers are getting pulled here, subscribers are getting pulled there, subscribers are getting pulled here. You know what I mean? So the subscribers are
Hmm.
actually kind of they're too busy floating around these YouTube streets. They really don't know where to go. You know what I mean? Because it's like some of these content creators they got them signs like, hey, come over here, I got some good candy. And then another subscriber be like, but come over here, mine is cheaper, I'm selling mine less than they are. Oh, no, 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 come over here. So meanwhile they're running around YouTube like little roaches and shit, running over here, running over there, running over there.
You said roaches.
They all over the place. You see YouTube cards over here, you see wigs over here, you see nails over here, clothes over here, panties over there, all over the damn place.
Hey.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you that the streets be crazy. um. Oh, thank you, thank you. She said I enjoyed your show. I enjoyed your show last night, which brought me back this evening.
Yeah,
Thank
without me
you.
snoring though.
I hope you I hope you subscribe to the channel and let everybody know and share my video. Share my video. You know what I mean? Um, Yeah, we just chopping it up. We just talking about the doctors extravagant lifestyles and stuff like that, and how some of this medicine and stuff like that, is it hurting you or healing you and stuff like that. And I just think, and I say it again, I really think that people make their own self sick. People make their own self sick. You will yourself into believing that you're sick. 9 times out of 10 your body's going to shut down, and that's just it, because that's just it. You know what I mean? But if you
Hmm.
but if you have faith in God and say, you know what, God got my back. I don't care if the doctor say I'm gonna live 6 months, or I'm gonna live in 6 months and then I'm gonna die. No, doctor, it ain't up to you. It's up to God. God's gonna make. If God won't take me home in 6 months, that's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm not gonna
Right.
listen to you because you're not God. And most of those doctors, you already know, they think they are God. They try to play God, but they're not God.
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying.
You got a point there.
You already know, Patrick. And especially those ones that's trying to kick addiction. I feel sorry for those people the most, because they're trying to wing themselves off of one thing, but then they get addicted to the next. It's like they
Yeah.
really can't win, because either they're gonna get addicted to crack, or whatever opium, whatever that stuff is, and then once they
OPS
try
and
to lick
some shit
that,
like
they're
that.
gonna pump them with something else that's going to, okay, they're gonna be off of that, but now it's a new addiction. So once they get hooked onto that new addiction, they're gonna have to try to get weaned off of that. And all the way to get weaned off of that, another subscription is gonna be coming their way. And now they're all messed up, because now they still addicted. Now they're addicted to different medicines and stuff. But meanwhile,
Hmm.
but meanwhile, the pharmacists, they getting paid big money, and the doctors are getting paid big money, because there's the one that's writing the subscription. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. That is
But
true.
yeah, so my engineer, he hollered at me a little while ago, Patrick, before I came on, and he was talking about they're at the studio tonight, and they want me to go in there and lay down tracks. I'm like, well, damn, I don't want to lay down tracks this damn late. You know what I mean? But I told him, I said, well, when I get finished my live and stuff, because I was only gonna be in here for about an hour and stuff, so I'm a what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a small intermission, and then I'm gonna come right back and probably close out the show. Okay, Patrick?
Yeah, that's all good. I'm not gonna be up that long anyways, because I gotta work early in the morning. I gotta be to work at 5. So
All right, everybody. All right, the show is over. The show is over. I want to thank my Visor Kings, my Visor Queens, and my Visor Honeys. Like, share, tell people about my channel. Tell people about my channel. Y'all know I've been pretty much, on top of these videos, been coming in here every night faithfully, faithfully, faithfully. Come on, y'all gotta, come on now. Somebody gotta join the Visor Gang. I got the lowest price in town. My shit is only $3.99. Come on now, come on now, come on now. I bring y'all good content, and I know it's people looking from the bushes and all that shit. Don't make me cut them motherfuckers down, cause I know y'all probably gonna hit the ground and start running, bitch. So come on now, come on now. Come on now, y'all better come with that $3.99. I'm bringing y'all good goddamn content now, okay? Anyway, y'all keep y'all notifications on because you never know. A bitch like me might come back in tomorrow. And also, I had 2 new videos put up and shit. The one I did today, Say Nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm no rapper. I know that. So, y'all go ahead and laugh at it or whatever. I don't give a hell. I like it. I like it. I'm doing some new shit with my channel and stuff, right? But I'm closing the show out early tonight because my music producer called me and they want me at the studio. So I guess they want me to lay down some tracks. The bitch can't rap, but I got shit to say, so I guess they like what I got to say. So on that note, y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all keep y'all notifications on. All right. Okay. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.